Welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up the series on the 8th of January 1989. We're just coming out of winter and things have gone pretty well. But before that, as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me so much to think about. I did someone's post a comment about this area here, about whether it's working or not, and it does seem to be working. And the only main concern is the train seems to be sat here quite long periods of time. So what I might need to do is rebalance the fuel supply system, but what I will want to do is check here now. Yeah, so we're actually building up fuel in this area now, which is a good sign because we're going to need that fuel for when we get ships operating here. And I also got another comment about bridging these gorges up here, and I'm going to be completely honest, when I created this map I thought building the gorges would be quite an interesting challenge and get things to go, but I'm starting to regret the sheer amount of rough terrain that I've put in, because I've got a bit of a growing problem. Because during the winter I've been monitoring my food production down here in Winchester. We come in here, I mean, we got a fair amount of crops. We've got 3,800 crops in there. We got about just over 1,000 here, and generally the workforce here sits at about between 143 and about 160. So we're getting our 20 tons of crops coming out, food, not crops, food, sorry. You can see we're producing food here, but as fast as we're producing it, it's being taken away. So I'm getting a little bit worried about whether I can expand much more without a substantial increase in my crop production, which then leads into food production. I mean, I've got this lot over here. Where is it? I've got a fair amount of crops sat in here, which will keep the food production going through the summer. But in order to keep this going at maximum production, especially if the food is disappearing at this rate, I'm going to need about 14,000 tons of crops a year in here. So my original plan of using these crops to supply my plastics industry isn't going to work, because I think once this rail track's finished into here, I think it's nearly finished. In fact, it looks like the main branches are finished. I just need to sort that out. 1620. Oh, so we haven't quite finished 1620 yet. Then what I have to do is build this crossover, and then we can get this silo working. But I think the crops from here are going to have to be delivered to Winchester. I'm starting to think that in the short term I may have to import crops. The problem is importing them and then delivering them, and I could bring them up here by train. That's a long way and it could cause a bit of a problem. The real issue is that I've been working over here to try and get some more fields into here. Have you actually, yeah, and these guys should be working on this. I don't know why they're not. Let's just check this. I mean, you should be working. I mean, you've got nothing else to do, so you should. It's probably the snow is slowing up the delivery. So I'm pushing in 2 more large fields here, but that's for this area. And I've also started trying to get some leveling done here, but you can see that I don't really have a lot of space. And if I kind of draw out and show you, I mean, I could put some more fields up here, but I'm kind of running out of flat land. And that means that I'm really going to have to start thinking really dynamically. Sorry about the snow. And getting over here. Because we got a nice big flat area here. But the problem is going to be is if we start a new town over here, how are we actually going to do it? I mean, this is the place I originally planned to have all my major crop production when heavy industries, because of course we're still only on half the map if I show you. So we got this whole area here which we can bring in, but the problem is going to be is developing it. I mean, I could use ships to bring it down here, because what I most likely would do is build up a whole town here, grow the crops here, and then set up a food production area here with probably 2 food factories, and then ship the food as opposed to the crops. But it's going to take a long time to get out of here. Wish the snow would go away. I'm just going to speed the game up so we can get through the snow. because in a way I'm kind of half talking to try and get out so I can do some planning. But I'll just give you a bit more of that. So we got this over here. I mean, generally, actually, I haven't checked Gosport. Let me just go over and check Gosport. Because if I could get more crops into here, I could produce more food here. Because you can see this one's producing a bit of a surplus. But the problem is there aren't enough crops to keep going for the whole year. Even despite that, because we're in January at the moment. And I think if we look at the crop overlay, you can see we've only got about 20 tons left in there. We've got 45 tons here, 29 tons there. So it's not going to be long. Looks like we're virtually out of, yeah, we're out of crops here already. So it won't be long before this area starts to run out, and considering we're in the 17th of January. And that was the reason why I really wanted to bring crops down from here to here down into Gosport so that we could keep feeding that area there. And I think these silos I didn't put much in, so there's only a little bit of residual crops left in here as well. So we do have a looming food crisis. Now, having said that, I'm not saying that it's going to happen this year, but if the population keeps growing the way it is, so I'm thinking a few more thousand residents coming in, and I will be in trouble. And I think that's going to be a problem. Having regular escapees is just a fact of life when you get to a certain population, because it's very difficult to keep everybody happy. One thing I can show you is if we come up to, where is it? We've now got this situation going. You can see I've now got both my trains working on the tunnels here. But what we can do is, if I can find the depot, we can now actually start to move the aluminium from here. Because I think we got some aluminium in storage, 7.32 tons, so not that much. But that means I can then pension off these trucks, which would be quite good. So I think we're going to do that. Just get that set up so I can do the export. Again, we're just going to get electric loco. We're going to get something with a bit of a top speed when we got the money for it. So, whoops. What carries aluminium? This one's here. Open cars. Here. I don't think we got anything else. I'm assuming. You carry 69. Well, they both carry 69. What's the difference between them? I can't see a speed limit on them. So I think just get this here and put that there. I think we're 1, 2, 3. I think we'll just go with 4. Actually, I just had a thought. No, I was thinking maybe to import the chemicals, but what else can these boxcars carry? Prefabs, bricks, boards, woods, uranium and steel. I don't really need any of that up here, do I? I keep getting lost on my own map here. Right, you're gonna pick up aluminum or aluminium, depending on where you live. One of the more controversial ways here. So this is going to be my first export train, and you're going to unload aluminium there. Of course, we're going to go and check to make sure. Where are you? There it goes. Where are you going? I'm on the right train, am I? Ah, there's no back curve. Oh. That's annoying. Oh well, it looks like we're just about to get a free tour of the map. Ha. So let's just go for it. We're going to get a major tour of my map. Well, at least it'll get us a bit closer towards the snow going away. Because again, some of you may think I'm stalling, which to a certain amount I am stalling, simply because at the moment I'm trying to let my helicopter construction crews catch up with the jobs. Because like I was talking about, I want to expand across the mountains, but the only construction crews that are going to be able to do that for me are the helicopter construction crews. So we're going to need to do that. So we'll just play with the train and see what happens. Let's have a nice little ride round the whole of my map here. Just come here. I really like that noise of it going over the bridge. Actually, somebody passed a comment about me, probably one of the few YouTubers who actually use left-hand drive, and it is very much due to the fact I was brought up in the UK, and having left-hand track is intuitive to me, and that's the reason why I tend to use it. But I am converting to right-hand track for the next series, and what I've actually been doing is actually practicing laying out track on for a right-hand drive. However, I will give an advance warning that in the next series, once I get down to laying in track, some of you guys may be posting comments saying you've laid the railways the wrong way round again. I'm just going to come up here. I think this is the first time we've kind of run the train up here. In fact, let's just go down here, and we actually have so we're running past the conveyor here, and we're under the bridge, up round here. Wow, this is a journey and a half, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot I took off the angle that allowed trains to double back, but it's okay. We're there, we're in here, and we've got the train in here now. Is he loading? He should load directly. Yeah, he's loading a little bit of aluminium. I don't know how long it's... What we need to do is go to this distribution office. Where are you? And what we're going to do is just remove that for the moment. And actually just remove both of them. I think that's going to confuse them a little bit, but I think what they do is they kind of finish off their last job before they return to the office. So he's got a tiny little bit of aluminium in there. And then what we'll do is we'll use, I think these are the guys that... Nope, you're not the ones. Can't remember where the actual distribution office actually is now. It's not that particularly that important. I'm a bit worried about these guys. Oh no, we've still got plenty of coal in here. Now the next thing I need to consider is chemicals. What was that? Oh, that reminds me. We come up to here. During the winter, the power station up over here finished, and I'm just put some workforce into here. So we are now producing power here. What I've also done is put some high tension cables into my steel mill here. You can see we got coal into this steel mill. I think we can... I don't want to do that. I think what I want to do is try and get that finished. Because what I'd like to do is try and get these jobs finished. So I get that second... we're going to allocate these guys. Of course, over here, this is where I've got my helicopter crews working as much as possible. Because we are breaking through here. So quite perversely, I've actually got the mine here, but we're still trying to get these roads finished. And this is where I've got the helicopter crews working. Because we need to connect this up. And what I'm kind of half thinking about is actually to begin with is possibly putting a... Now, if any of you have been following this series, you'll be aware that I've been doing this down to here. And strictly speaking, I don't need this here now because we've got York here with lots and lots of people on. So what I'm considering is that we need this depot here, and I think, how many people do I need in the fire station? 48 max. So if we get, I'll just make sure that we get, I need a technical services down here as well. Thinking is we get a couple of these buses, and got, oops, no, wait, and then we're, I think we can just drop them off directly here. Kind of what is this place called? Can we just, gotta have a name. It's got buildings on it. Can't see the name, so we'll just call it whatever it is. Call it York Firebus. Whoops. And we'll enable the line spacing. Oops, thank you, game. So what that should do is that we won't need this anymore. Building temperature is too low. Yeah, thanks. Okay. And right, I'm going to put some technical services in here as well while I'm thinking about it. We can put them about here. I'm going to get that built. Actually, could probably do with some more up here, actually. Though, because this road isn't 100% clear. So maybe, because this is the way I tend to work out how well technical services are covering the ground here. Okay, we're gonna have to. Can I put? We should be able to get it this side, hopefully. Okay. Get that in there. Okay, were. And I don't think, have you guys got any? So you've got there, you've got buses, haven't you? You've got buses. So we can start to get this crew working. I think you're on auto detect, 3,000 meters. Yeah, you're just building anything and everything that I put down at the moment. So we've now got that, and we've now got a nice green territory. And as I say, we're going to leave the helicopters coming out here for the moment, but what I would like to do is drop in a helicopter pad over here. Up about here somewhere. Can I get one in? I could get one in. The train is waiting too long. What's happened here? Why have you guys come into collision? What's up? You've got a problem. But why have you got a problem? You've got a problem. You can't go. Where are you trying to go? It says you can't come out there. Oh, it's this stupid track thing again. I've got absolutely no idea what's causing this problem. Yeah, I'm going to have to rethink my construction path here. because it seems to work for so long, and then it's going. I mean, I could put. It won't let me put a semaphore there. I can't see the point. It work, and then every so often it just seems to get stuck with the game, thinking that things are happening. Well, that's messy. Anyway, we got that sorted out. I was going to do something else, and I've forgotten completely what I was going to do now. What was I going to do? We're going to, oh yeah, we're going to work up over here. Okay, let me just we've now finished this road here. Now the question is, I mean, I'd love to get in. The trouble is, we would need to get. I mean, if I say, for example, say I put a helicopter pad over here. We need a passenger heli platform here. Problem's going to be fuel. That there. I mean, getting the road up is going to be a little bit tricky. Say for argument's sake, I put this here, and then I'm wondering if I can get a road out. That will come there. I'll just speed the game up and just keep an eye on this guy. He's nearly finished. Well, it's actually, well, in some ways it's worked out quite well, because if I can connect you to there, that would give me that there. And then if we put take a footpath from here and say view through to there. Don't do this to me, game. You can come there. And of course, we need to finish this so that I can make the road connection to there. But can I get a footpath? No, I don't want a mud footpath. I want I mean, I could push you through there. I'm a bit worried about this. Might be a bit too long range, but and what I could do is allocate the helicopter crews to these, but I think these just need the roller to get that built. I think we'll give this a go. I mean, at the very least, if we can get a minimal amount of workers out here, it should make a difference. The only other thing I'm going to need to do is get some fuel over here. Let me just see. If we go modded storage, where's the fuel tank? Let me just see. Hedges. Wait, where's my little... Lost my small fuel tank. Small fuel storage tank. There we are. Of course, it's got to be that way, isn't it? And if I can get, say we put you in there. I mean, I don't want it to be too complicated. Famous last words. You're gonna have to. Let's just redo this bit. Wasn't sure that connected. So we'll accept that. And then we'll put the road connection into here. We may need to give our road crew a little bit of assistance here. So we'll just get over. Wow. There's the road crew. I don't think you guys have got that much work to do because most of it's out of range now. Just allocate that, and that. That's finished. Got any other roads around here that need work done on them? Wow. See, this is the power supply, so we need that built as well. Just allocate you right out here. I think this is a gravel road, so that would be okay. I need to start filling in some of these. So I'll kind of front load these guys into here. Fire extinguished, thank you. Okay. Now my dilemma is I need iron. I mean, I could bring iron in by truck, but is that worth it? If I deliver iron in here by truck, that will allow me to produce some steel, which means I won't have to haul the steel halfway across the map. Kind of a bit inclined to do that, to be honest. I mean, we've got some space here with some dumpers. Yeah, I think we're going to do it. I know some of you guys are going to be a bit upset about this, but actually we've got dumpers here, haven't we? What am I doing? So what are you guys delivering? You're delivering gravel from the Hellas truck stop aggregate to here. But we're not consuming that much gravel. Okay. And we've got a custom here. We're going to import iron. And I think we'll do a direct delivery. Yeah, because there's no point putting it all over there. We're just going to do a direct delivery to there. And going to make it 90% just so that they all keep going. Because it's only 150 tons. And what we'll do is, I mean, I've got the money for it, so we'll come in here, dumpers. And that will kickstart my steel production here. Anything we will need to do is get some workers in here. We're gonna, I mean, I've got plenty of workers down here. I'm sure I have. Yeah, look at that. We got loads of them. All can't wait to get and work in the steel mill. Where's my? Got a little bit of a collection of vehicles here. Right, we need a bus with a fast bus with that can carry a lot of passengers. So the trouble is we no longer have access to the dollar buses, because of course another plus side is if I can get at least some steel flowing in once the vehicle production factory is up and running, we can then start bringing stuff in here. I like these kind of double-ended buses. Oh well, we got 100 here, but it only carries 45 passengers. That's 63. That's 70. I think we'll get a couple of these, because this is going to be like a permanent route. So create a new line. This is what this town is meant to be about. I keep meaning to put a bus station out here, but we'll pick up from here at the moment. And then your job is going to be to, I can find the bus platform. There it is. You're going to come in here, and we're going to call this Reading Steel Bus. There's the Where are you? Where are you? Lost my... There it is. What was it? Bristol, not Reading. What am I on about? You're gonna unload there. Is Bristol? Oh, it's Bristol, isn't it? Yeah. So what that will do is get the workers up to here. That will get some production of steel going while we're actually putting the rest of this together. And this should be being built. We got this being built as well. And we should be... So we've now got a power station here. And at the moment we've got power from the local transmissions. But eventually once we get the HT leads built in as well, that will make a difference. Yeah, wow, we've already got 150 tons of iron in here already. We just need the buses up here to just kind of take a look for the workforce. Well, here comes the buses. We've got loads and loads of people on it. Just can't wait to get in and do some work. Here we go. Here they come. And we start producing steel. Make sure this is set exclusively to steel. And I think what I can do now is we're going to change this construction office. And you're now going to pick up steel from, oops, there. I think I've got to find my construction offices. And what this means is I won't have to all the steel back down from here. And now we got this open, I'm now starting to think very seriously about another rail construction office up here as well. So we're going to have to try and think one in. We've got a potential location here. It's close to the town and it's reasonably flat. So we could possibly put a rail construction office in here. We've got plenty of workers. Let me just see. I'm going to check here. I need to find the guy that's actually bringing up the steel from Gravelton now. I think we're going to remove you to here. So what we're not going to... So from now on, we're not going to be hauling steel up to here. I just need to make sure you're not assigned. And let me just check. I think this guy over here is actually getting his steel from here, isn't it? Just check, make sure. And once we're getting quite a lot of steel over here, what I'll do then is I'll break that, bringing the steel up from Hellas. Anyway, I'm aware time is pushing on. See, we're out of crops. We're only in April and we're out of crops already. It's bad news. And we've still got 3,000 here, but we've literally consumed all the crops from there. Let me just see here. I think where I've been messing around with the... You need to take a chance here and allocate both. It's going to be a bit of a risk because we'll probably get a collision. I need to do the back curve here. and I've actually laid in this one here as well. Let me see. Let me just check now. Yeah, that's where I was distracted. This built as well. Yeah. If we can get this, where are you? We can get this built here. I'm a bit worried about the fact that this is not showing. Okay, this is not electrified through this section here. So we're going to need to electrify. This side's not electrified. This side isn't. We're going to need to electrify through here. Is this actually electrified? This is the only downside of the technique of laying the base tracks first, is that when you get into little bits and pieces like this, it can be really annoying. But anyway, we'll try and get that fixed. I don't think this is electrified. I think this I deliberately set, so this bit needs to be electrified as well. Just check here. Is this electrified? Sometimes it can be a little bit. Nope, this is not electrified as well, so we'll have to come through. You can come to there. You're going to need to come to there. And I suppose what I would like to do is electrify through here as well. This side's electrified. I think this side has been completely electrified. This one's been electrified as far as here. We got that one section there, but we can't afford to mess about with this until this guy's done his thing here. He didn't take long to get out here either. Just go back to normal speed for the moment. And the next thing I want to do is, this should now be open. But what we should be able to do now is set up a gravel train from here. Take the gravel out. We can come here, buy that, buy another train. 120 cargo wagons, 60 tons of gravel. I think that's the only option we got at the moment, isn't it? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your job is going to be to pick up from here gravel, and you're going to deliver the gravel to here. Unload gravel, wait until unloaded, and again we'll just kick the train off. And scoot back over here. Same as normal, just follow the train round. Actually, just slow it up. No. Whoops. We'll go a little bit faster. So again, just want to make sure the track works. So we'll just get in here. And he's going to come into here. And he should, look at that. No messing about. 300 tons of gravel. Okay, we got a problem. Okay, slow up. Yes, that there's probably a problem with the signaling in this area. Okay, we got that looks okay. This looks okay. We know this is okay because the train works into here, so it must. I think the problem might be further along here. I mean, this is electrified. This is electrified. This is electrified. Yeah, electrified. I'm sure you're electrified. Yeah, you're electrified. And we know this works through to here. Ah, we may have a problem here, won't we? Okay. I think it's a conflict with this here. But what we'll have to do is, I think if we put in the chain here, the chain here, you can come there, come there. Well, and then you can put a mixed signal there, like that. You put a signal there. That can be mixed. Moral of the story is do your signaling first. Through here, we can leave this track the way it is, because the only trains that need to come up here are these trains. And oops, you can come here. You can come out here. Now this section is going to have to be two-way. So this will have to be a mixed signal. And so with this is where it gets a bit dicey. That should come that way. And that just means that this junction will be a bit of a problem. But we need to leave this for the moment for the crossover. Does that fix the train? Nope. So you're still a bit problematic. See, this runs through to here. This runs through to here. We definitely know this bit works. This is the unknown territory through here. I can't see any problems here. I mean, we know this bit works because the construction trains run up it. Also the crop train. That runs through there. Like that. I mean, as far as I know, this tunnel works. You can run through here. Is this actually fully electrified? No. Okay, we've got to fail here. Because this bit of track here is not... It is electrified, isn't it? That's electrified. Is this electrified? So we got a problem with... Why is that not... because I put signals in, it's all going to get very messy. Too sharp a turn. Oh, we're going to have to electrify through there. I think I've done the bridge. I've done that section there. Okay. Well, I've realised I've made a pretty big mess up here. So this is what, and right, I've made a complete absolute mess up here. So, and it's not going to be fixed very easily. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.